Greetings, residents of the Garden State and fans of Quarantine Action Wrestling. It's me, the Governor of New Jersey and newly crowned hydroponic gardening champion. Well, everyone, I am addressing you with mixed emotions today. While I am incredibly happy to have defeated the farm boy to take the belt, I am angry and confused as to what had happened afterwards. Diamond David Thomas, or just Diamond, whatever it is you're calling yourself now, and Wellington Arms, they attacked me after the match. Yes, it was legal. Technically, the bell rang, but I had exhausted myself in the ring. They knew that, yet they still walked down and fought me one right after another. I don't know why. Why, Diamond? Why, Wellington Arms? This was supposed to be peaceful. I thought you would be happy. But no, I guess that's just not how it's supposed to be. I don't know what your angle is. Heaven knows if anyone knows what your angle is. But suffice it to say, I'm out. I'm out of the commissionership. You have it back. And I consider this matter now done. I will go back to what I do best. Comporting myself admirably in the ring, and restoring New Jersey's farmland with the use of this belt. In fact, I think it's already working. Both human and dryad constituencies have already reached out and said that the grass is greener and the crops are even more bounteous than they have been. I should focus on that instead of the savagery that I witnessed and experienced a week ago. Also, in one more piece of New Jersey news, I am currently investigating the attempted break-in of one of my gubernatorial facilities deep in the New Jersey woodlands. I have no idea why a figure clad all in black would want to break into that facility. The only thing kept there are weather balloons. Simple, inoffensive, non-suspicious weather balloons. Well, to each their own. Apparently in QAW there are plenty of mysteries.
Gamma protocol is complete. The Rook has been achieved and is back in the fold.
The next phase begins now.
Plan Savoy?
Yes. I fear, though, that the asset will be harder to retrieve than we thought.
Well, we have the Rook and the Bishop on our side.
That went smoother than we anticipated. Forecast looks good.
There could be a few bumps in the road.
Nothing that we haven't faced before.
Aye, let's prepare.
We're coming home.
Ocean Hawks, Water Hawks, Sea Hawks! Welcome to Seattle, Washington! QAW's Pandemic for the first episode of 2021 is here. I am Mike Mann, joined as always with Buckley Swantoon. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, Mike. And yes, fresh off our New Year's Eve spectacular Old Slam sign. What an amazing night that was. And we are back to it. 2021 brings a year of new hope, a year of new matchups, and a year of new action, everybody. Quarantine Action Wrestling every single Thursday night at 8 p.m. And we have one hell of a show coming up here. Get your Starbucks ready, boot up your Microsoft computer, and other Seattle company, that Italian place I went to once at the airport.
Like Nike says, just try it. Coming up first, we have Ginger Snot taking on the unkillable woman, New Jersey Proud versus a bully.
Shit.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of The Bachelorette. I'm your host, Sips Harrison. Tonight we have got another thrilling episode in store for you, and what will truly be one of the most shocking episodes in Bachelorette history. AC Volts will be going on another one-on-one date and attempting to soul search and find love while wading the waters through group dates and challenges. And tonight, in maybe the most shocking moment that I've ever seen in my career hosting this show, hearts will be broken, battle lines will be drawn, and tests will be taken. The producers, AC and myself, are wondering, is there love out there to be found? Will AC make it through this, and will she find the love that she is searching for? She's placed her heart on the line. Will you? Stay tuned. I'm standing here with AC Volts, who is preparing to go on another one-on-one date. AC, what is in store for the date, and with whom have you planned it?
So, I gave my chair to Playboy Prometheus this week.
Oh, shout out PP.
After he showed up on my one-on-one last week with El Mejor Luchador, felt like it was time to give him a chance.
Sure, that was tactful, and every man that interrupts deserves a chance.
Absolutely, Sips. And I don't know what we're going to be doing yet. He just told me to be at his house in about, an hour.
Is he gonna have you clean up beer bottles?
I don't know, Sips.
You can clean up mine if you'd like.
I would prefer not to.
Great.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I'm pretty flawed.
I must be such a temptress.
Well, you are a guy.
Well, there's no way I'd depart.
You have a sexy flair.
Oh, honey, if I told you my lore.
Oh, I gave you my chair.
Ooh, everyone knows it. When I fell down,
You look like a clown.
ooh, everyone knows it. Everyone knows. I've got to prepare.
I gave you my chair. Ooh, I gave you my chair.
Have an unbreakable heart.
I might go breaking your heart.
Don't go breaking my heart. It's so easy to see.
Because we're on this show.
That the Playboy's in the lead.
Well, we will see.
So don't misunderstand me.
You put the air in my tie.
Oh, I'll turn that spark to a flame.
I got the gun to fight.
Ooh. everyone knows it. Oh, when I fell down,
You look like a clown.
ooh, everyone knows it. Everyone knows I'm super prepared.
I gave you my chance. Ooh, I gave you my chance.
I have an unbreakable heart.
How am I gonna break in your heart?
Don't go breaking my heart.
QAW. I'm back, and so soon. I told you I wouldn't be going anywhere for a while. I may have lost to Payne Austin, but did I die? No. Unkillable, remember? Unkillable woman. What did I do after that match? Did what any Jersey girl would do. I ate myself a Taylor ham, egg and cheese, and I friggin' thought about this next match. And what I do know is that I'm gonna friggin' win. So Ginger Snapped, bring it on.
Hello, Ginger Snapped here. You may know me as a wrestler. You may know me as a badass bitch, but I don't know if I can do this anymore. Last week I slammed a baby through a table. A whole ass baby. Sydney Bean invited me to her charcuterie party and I RSVP'd with a smackdown of a baby. And then I stood there and I proudly celebrated breaking a table over her little baby head full of little baby dreams. And what does that mean for me? Am I a monster? Have I lost myself? I used to think there was honor in wrestling and that maybe there was some kind of honor in me. But there's no honor in a monster. So, wait, what was that?
I'm a triangle. All the moves. That's a baby now.
Sydney Bean, I'm sorry.
I'm a virtual show. I will beat everyone.
Sydney, I'm doing this for you. I'm sorry. And tonight I let the monster out for you, Sydney Bean. Get snapped, nerds.
The 0-star rated babysitter on Angie's list, Ginger Snap, takes on Jersey Proud, the unkillable woman.
God, what a horrifying. We're still recovering from that event with Sydney Bean Salad being powerbombed through that table, but Ginger Snap certainly coming out looking strong, looking vicious, and she's looking to keep that going against the unkillable woman, one of two unkillable siblings in Quarantine Action Wrestling.
I haven't seen this much Jewish rage since La Galassi had somebody step on her paw.
That very well could be. I mean, Ginger Snapped, unfortunately, losing in the very first round of our Shamash tournament back at 8 Crazy Fights. She lost to Deadlift, who would then eventually go on to lose in the finals against Crusher Cavaclaw. But certainly, Ginger Snapped has been on the cusp of a breakout for months now, and this seems to be her way up to the top.
One baby at a time, one competitor at a time. It's difficult to gauge. She took on Sydney Bean Salad in that tables match, 2 competitors at once, but now she's going to have one unkillable woman to deal with.
Absolutely, an unkillable woman. We know her story. She won't die until her 80s through anything. So that's what she's willing to go up against now. But Ginger Snapped. I have my eye on Ginger Snap. She seems to be that great mix of strength and agility. It just seems like she needs to get some confidence, get some footing underneath her. But she certainly is no small task here in the Unkillable Woman.
It's a hell of a Twitter hashtag, @TheUnkillable.
That is an amazing Twitter handle. She should start rapping. What an amazing rap name that would be.
So many bars about the lack of death.
I'm unkillable, unbeatable, unmixable. I'm no KTD.
Character limit!
That's how every song would end. Character limit.
And folks, get that hashtag going, character limit, if you hate Twitter censoring your thoughts. And of course, say hello to Teddy Ruxpin and Tina Talon in the chat on Twitch. We are off with our inaugural contest. Spinning arm drag Ginger Snap, starting off the new year strong. Unkillable Woman avoiding that boot. Oh, forearm does not find the mark. Unkillable Woman sends Ginger Snapped in.
Well, almost knocking down Willard pretty early there. That'd be an easy start to the night. And Unkillable Woman working over Ginger in the corner.
Looks like she has a bit of a brace there on her right knee. She may not die, until her 80s, but that ACL may have already had some damage done to it.
I mean, her and her brother, the Unkillable Man, they're certainly daredevils. They may not die, but that body is not invincible, but certainly looking pretty invincible against Ginger here so far.
Well, she certainly wants a win here. As Raiden once told Shinnok from Mortal Kombat, there are some fates worse than death, and not getting a win in QAW is certainly bad.
Yep, and as Raiden once told me, Ailey!
Yeah, he was your roommate. He was asking if you were awake.
Yeah, he absolutely was, and then he teleported.
Like any good roommate would. Oh, missed a chop there. Leg lariat.
Oh, locker room slam.
Leg lariat, locker room slam. If you like tongue twisters, head over to QAWmerch.com/Buckley's Tongue Twisters. 1. Not even. Kick out before 1.
Unkillable Woman is made of that unkillable stuff. Just Jersey strong, and certainly, I mean, she seems to be always on defense, though. It's sort of hard for her to get something going now, but getting that arm worked over by Ginger. And folks, reminder, if you have not followed or subscribed to 2MB Studios, please do so. It's right down there. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free at no additional cost to you. Make sure to renew it every month because Amazon does everything they can to hide it from you. And also, follow 2MB Studios and Quarantine Action Wrestling on Instagram. Give us a like and make sure to follow for all of our community engagement and all of our behind the scenes looks.
Sir Ten Lee, a fisherman suplex on the outside on a full ice cream sandwich, and now bouncing off the men's warehouse table. You're going to hate the way that feels.
Absolutely. And there's my BFF down there, Chad Henley, in that rock and blue suit. But certainly now, this is the most offense we've actually seen the Unkillable Woman get in so far. But we have to hope this doesn't start off on a count out, though, Mike. Your least favorite thing.
I cannot stand countouts. I know we have the French fried potatoes in our main event tonight. I swear to God, if Nathan Burke is responsible, I will come out of this booth.
You very well might. I mean, those two have it's a winning strategy, quite literally. But they do take on Kung Fu Bruno and the Clown in our main event. But Ginger Snap's setting up for something here.
Torpedo DDT.
Amazing. See, that's what I'm talking about. Ginger Snap, at her height and her strength, being able to do something like that is just impressive. She seems to be she could be a future title shot contender, if you ask me.
I did ask you, and I think the Slamazon should be looking over her shoulder for anybody looking to take Beltino away from her.
Absolutely, and Slamazon will be taking on Claire Bear later tonight, a champion versus champion match. An Unkillable Woman, oh, that jumping King Kong knee drop there. Look at the Unkillable Woman go.
Playing a trombone of victory, but eats a shot to the midsection and up over the top. Ginger Snapped is nobody's fool.
Absolutely not. Unkillable Woman, I'd be worried about her dying about falling over those ropes, but as we know, she can't die.
Absolutely. A lot of our competitors just are victim to some terrible violence, including Juicebox, our QAW men's champion, being thrown off the top of a production truck once upon a time, but they always seem to bounce back.
Absolutely. Tommy Jr. coming back from death. It seems that D-Money, even if she actually did die in an ice cream truck explosion, but as we saw last week, perhaps, it seems that she's left the body of the Falcon. Her spirit roams free.
Certainly, the Falcon seems to be back to his old form. He's wearing his regular clothing again backstage and just pecking at the walls. He's so mad that he went on a bit of a losing streak, even with the added help of D-Money Spirit.
Well, you do what you can to win here. Oh, a little bit of a worm headbutt there from Unkillable Woman, showing some style.
Unorthodox offense, definitely a good avenue against the... Whoa!
Oh, another locker room slam there. The bully's getting going.
Now bring her towards the ropes just to taunt her that she can't. She's using leverage. 1, 2, 3. That's the first time that's worked.
The leverage pin actually works. She got one over on the Unkillable Woman in a surprise. We've never seen that before.
For the first time in QAW history, a competitor cheated to win.
That's we don't endorse cheating, but like, I'm just so happy that finally worked for once.
We have witnessed dozens of times, including paragons of virtue like Lloyd Legacy Sharp try to use extra leverage to win matches, but Ginger Snap showing us how it's done.
Wow. Well, congrats to Ginger Snap picking up a win there, but certainly, folks, don't go anywhere. We have a full show coming at you. We have our next episode of The Bachelorette as well, but come up right after this, the QAW...
Oh no, it looks like Ginger's not done. Oh my god, Ginger's just attacking the Unkillable Woman after the match. She already stole the victory. What is she doing?
Yeah, I already told you I'm the cutest in the game. I got hello.
So then I was like, shut up, you gotta, dude, that's fucking awesome. And he was like, Tommy Jr., no,
Tommy Charm.
You know, he does that like pretty squeaky thing. Oh my god, it was so fucking cute. So then I was like, no, you hang up first. And then he hung up on me. I think he's a good kid. I don't think he's a bad. With the Punisher?
Get it, Punisher. Okay, the real deal is here, trying to have a nice, cozy night in his house, and you show up out of nowhere. What? What do you want? How many times do I have to tell you the plan?
The Punisher, he's okay. He's a sweet kid. He gave me a coffee.
It was over 4 days straight. I did get a lot of fight club training done though. That was good. Maybe he's a good kid.
I also appreciated their pro beer.
This girl screams roar.
Like all the time they're like roar.
Every time we say war.
Roar, we mean roar.
She thinks that we're here for beer. She thinks we're pro beer.
And like, that's really touching to me because I'm about beer.
If I have to hear her talk to me one more time, oh my god, can you believe we won, kid?
I won. I'm the Jingle Bell champion. Oh my god, I love this belt. I fucking love it so much.
Oh my god, yes, I believe you won. You sent bears to attack your opponents, which is exactly why I want them.
I love my J-I-N-G-L-E belt. Ooh.
She says, oh, let's go out and celebrate tonight. Let's go out and celebrate tonight.
What am I doing tonight? I'm fucking attacking you stupid.
I'm supposed to pick her up 20 minutes ago. I ain't going.
Yeah, I know he said he was gonna come. He's gonna come. He was so excited about like my Jingle Bell twin.
I ain't going. I ain't going there.
Shut up, whatever.
It's always Tommykins this, Tommykins that.
Like maybe his yacht got told us something. I don't know how the fucking rich kids work. I don't know.
All we have to do is show up, punch people out, get the army, and we will take this company over.
You wouldn't leave me alone?
I'm gonna ditch this girl the second we get that bear army.
Nah, he's gonna be here.
No more Diamond David, no more Generation, no more Governor, no more any of these chumps standing in my way.
In fact, I think I hear him, right? You better get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
But we want the army, and we're going to get the army, Punisher. Why are you here? We're gonna pour a glass of Chianti. You want some?
I love my J-I-N-G-L-E belt. Oh. My holiday J-I-N-G-L-E belt. Oh.
Wee woo, wee woo.
was young, I never eated anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Even alone, I think of all the friends I've known. But when I dial the telephone, nobody's home. Am I a bug? Sometimes I feel so insecure. With a lens so distant and offshore, why am I ignored? Don't understand. All the time.
Coming this Thursday to 2MB Studios.
Wee woo, wee woo. The debuting Siren is looking to take a bite out of the QAW women's division, taking on the gatekeeper, Mara Boos.
Mara Boos, been a little bit since we've seen her here, but absolutely, she'll have her time in the sun. But if the Siren has anything to say about it, it will not be tonight. The Siren coming all the way from her rock in the middle of the ocean, and she taking time away to entice sailors to it, and instead we've enticed her to join QAW. This is a hot pickup, I gotta say.
Certainly is. We pride ourselves on the diversity of our roster. We have a wrestling uterus. We have babies. We now have a mythical creature in the Siren who looking to woo all the other competitors into a false sense of security and then smash them.
Absolutely. The lines of reality get blurred in QAW as we also have a fallen god in Playboy Prometheus. And, I mean, perhaps from Mount Olympus, perhaps Playboy Prometheus might be able to shed some light on the mysterious origin of the Siren. But certainly, I mean, Mara doesn't have the best track record here, but let's just hope she's not unkillable. We know that.
Not unkillable, still looking to pick up her first win in QAW. It's been almost a year, but the lovable Mara still keeps plugging away.
Absolutely. Follow Mara Boos at Mara Boos.
And here she comes. You hear those sultry tones, and my goodness, look at that robe.
Wow. The Siren knows how to make an entrance. Look at that. Are those fish scales?
They seem to be, and my goodness, it looks like fans ringside are trying to pick them up. Maybe it's like a good luck charm, like Bret Hart used to give out his glasses. Collect the scales of the Siren.
If you collect all 50 scales, turn them in at the end of the show for prizes.
Prizes, goodie bags, QAW merch. Now the Siren appears to have a bit of a headache, but she'll be all right.
Well, she is adjusting to the Seattle climate, I suppose. But look at this. I mean, I gotta say, I'm feeling something here.
Oh, goodness. Well, the table's lifted up, so head over to QAWmerch.com/Buckley's fan tips.
Look, there's something equally alluring and horrifying about the Siren right now, and I can't quite put my finger on it. But either way, Mara looks to have her hands full already.
Well, don't put your finger on the Siren. She might bite it off. She looks vicious.
She does.
That arm's vibrating at an intense frequency. Whoa!
Whoa!
Cannonball head scissors. Down goes Mora. The Siren's starting off fast.
Wow, and the Siren, as we were just talking about with Ginger Snap, just a very tall competitor and looks to be just even more agile, suppose. Oh my, another jumping one. Look at those ups.
My goodness, it looks like her fishtail is magically transformed into legs. What the?
Whoa, Salida del Sol there on Mara Boos. What? And now going up to the top.
Salida del Siren.
Looking to put her away with the Siren song.
Oh my God! Double rotation moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness.
Wow, like a show dolphin leaping into the air. The Siren, that double moonsault, hitting Mara with the Siren song, putting her to sleep. That was perhaps we haven't seen agility like that since Lilac Dream.
I dare say that is the most devastating moonsault I have seen here in QAW.
Wow. Well, if her goal was to make an impression as well as pick up a win, it seems that the Siren has done that, folks. Welcome to QAW.
She left a siren-shaped imprint on Mora's per ribs.
Wow, well, coming up right after this, we have a rematch from New Year's Eve as our face-off winner, Dorsal Finn, takes on Playboy Prometheus.
Finland versus Olympus!
That classic battle.
Yeah, 2021, here we are, QAW. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really glad to have 2020 in the rear view mirror because it was a tough year, not just for the world, but for road rage as well. See, my year started pretty good. Riding my bike, then I found my way to QAW. I found my way to the QAW Men's Championship. And that was taken from me by the Generation and Wellington Arms. And I see that you're back. Welcome back to QAW. You and I have unfinished business, Generation. You and I have unfinished business, Wellington Arms, and we'll get to that. Maybe not now, but down the road, you will face the rage. But right now I want to talk about what put me back on track, what gave my bike traction again, and it was this. The QAW Jingle Belt. A prestigious title that has been all over the world, held by some of the greatest wrestlers in the history of this business. And now, Road Rage is back on track because he has this. I outlasted several other superstars. I climbed that ladder and I grabbed the QAW Jingle Belt. And if you think this is a once-a-year deal, that it'll show up around Christmas time, you're wrong. This is a prestigious title and I will defend it every day if I have to. So if you think you got what it takes, step up to Road Rage, find out. Oh, but I should introduce you to someone I almost forgot. You see, I'm not alone anymore. Road Rage's gang has grown by one. Meet my new manager, Santa Claus.
QAW. I think you've all been naughty. And Road Rage is gonna give you some coal. See you in the ring!
Jingle all the way, baby.
Welcome back to The Bachelorette. I am your host, Sips Harrison, standing here yet again with AC Volt. AC about to go on another group date. What is in store for tonight's group date, AC?
Well, Sips, tonight I thought I would have the guys explore their artistic side and do some art for me.
Art?
Yeah.
Why art?
Well, after last week's, I would call them emotionally stunted toasts that were mostly about them and not really about me at all, I thought I would have them use art.
Why art?
Well, art's been really important to me during quarantine.
Has it?
Yes. We've talked about this. I drew you a self-portrait of yourself. It's not a self-portrait because I drew it, but it was like the way you would have drawn it.
Right.
Anyway, art's been really important to me during quarantine. And I thought that if I could get them to do a little bit of art, they might open up and really share how they feel.
Uh-huh. And remember to stay tuned for what will truly be a heart-stopping, blood-boiling, history-making, shocking, original, never-before-seen moment in Bachelorette history.
Art is really important to me, and when I challenged all the guys to give me artwork that represents how they feel about me, I was really expecting them to open up a little bit more than they had, and I was not let down. In fact, I was so moved that I thought it was unfair of me to ask them to be so vulnerable for me and for me not to respond in kind. So I went ahead and responded to each of their artworks with one of my own, so they know how I feel about them too.
So this is me, flying headfirst in the storm of AC Volts. Because that's what this is. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the love. Also, it's me flying above Zio. Because he's a jerk.
Eddie Cation had a great drawing of our love as a storm, which I thought was great because it indicated a sort of passion that I didn't even realize was there until I saw his artwork. So when I made my response artwork, I wanted it to be something similar, so I also drew our love in a storm, and I hope he likes it.
What's up, AC? Art therapy was an awesome idea. It was a great chance for me to think about our pasts in QAW and our potential future together. You know, between my loss in the election and that close loss to James Maloney, and your business with the generation and that situation that happened with Baby Powers and Sex Trap, I decided to draw this. What we have is a tiny little suitcase because it's pretty clear that we both have a little bit of baggage. And I'm cool with that.
Zip had a great point. We're both people who have a little bit of a history, a little bit of baggage, and that will only bring us closer together. And so I wanted to respond to his artwork with something similar as well, which is why I also drew Baggage, but Baggage that's capable of love.
Hey, C, Playboy here. I had a great time on our date earlier. I mean, I'm sure you had a great time too, but that doesn't mean you don't deserve more. So I'm here again because, you know, I'm better than everyone else. I'm sure everyone else brought you something really stupid. I'm sure El Mejor Luchador probably couldn't even find art, even though it's basically everything. But I actually want to give you the greatest piece of art known to man, the greatest gift of all. And that was, of course, myself. Because what is more beautiful than that? So you take care, baby, all right?
PP and I had a great one-on-one date, and then he didn't actually do any art. He just said that he was the art that he was offering me, which I totally understand. So I also wanted to give him something abstract of myself, just give of myself to him. And so I went ahead and did an abstract self-portrait.
Hey AC Volts, it's me, Zio. I know I was in your bottom 2 last week, but I still see a future with you. And if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I'm real. Which is why for my art project, I drew a hyper-realistic portrait of you, AC Volts, on our future wedding day. Now, I'm sorry if this is so realistic that it reaches uncanny valley territory, but this is how I see our future. And I know that this is exactly how you see it too. And that's just proof of the connection that we have. I look forward to exploring that with you.
Zio drew me a lovely portrait of me on our wedding day, which, okay, so I went ahead and did my interpretation of him on our wedding day. Steve was eliminated 2 weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure that was just a video of him thawing chicken. So I just went ahead and confused chicken, you know what I mean?
They say you should express yourself. They say art can unlock what's inside. They say this is a safe space, where squirrels can be vulnerable without being seen as nuts. This is a big step for us, but putting yourself out there is a risk worth taking, and we feel safe opening up to our fellow squirrels. So here it is, a drawing titled The Dream of Winter. As you can see, we've left our robot suits outside and are safe in our stick den, which is big enough for both of our prides, and a pile of nuts so big that they get blurry and less defined as they go back into the distance. And while outside amidst the snowfall, sneering in the silhouette of the full moon, stands the beast, the loathsome, horrific animal who waits for our weakest to fall, for our casualties to become his feast. This howling, vicious creature stands far, far away in the distance, because even the beast can't take on 2 prides of squirrels. Yours and ours. Anyway, that's my dream winter. Please don't show this to the others. They won't get it because they're not squirrels like us. If they ask what we drew, just make something up and remind them not to touch our nuts. Don't touch our nuts.
Don't Touch Our Nuts went really dark with his artwork, which I found inspirational. I loved the vulnerability, and I wanted to give him something that showed that I think that he can do this. You know, he can do winter even without me if he needs to. So this is Deton in the winter. Look at all those nuts. I won't touch them.
So I have shown you AC Volts, my sensitive side, and I've shown you that I can be a jealous protector, but I also want this week to show you that I can take care of you in other ways. That's why I was excited when you said that we were going to be doing art, because I want to share with you my art, the art of cooking. souffle rises, so shall I rise to the occasion of being your new man. Should I have made an erection joke? Would that have been sexy?
And El Mejor Luchador, wow, what a beautiful souffle. And I loved the risque joke about the erection at the end, so I just went ahead and fulfilled your dream. This is a souffle with an erection.
Sup, everybody? Playboy here. Now, you know me, I know you at this point. I'm not going to waste each other's time, okay? I don't do promos like this, okay? Put on a show for you folks every goddamn week. But I got to tell you, folks, I'm freaking pissed. I'm real freaking mad at all the clear and evident corruption that is going on in this place since long before I got here. Okay? What the hell was that spectacle last week? Everybody teaming up against the Playboy. Disgusting. And despite all that, I won that match last week. And I can prove it. I have brought in a neutral arbitrator, highly esteemed in this field, to show this isn't just sour grapes. And I'm bringing him in now. Hello. I am neutral arbitrator, not PP. PP1. There you have, folks, scientifically proven. Open and shut case. Oh, what? Some of you still may not be convinced? Okay. Did you not take math? Do we need a little counting lesson, shall we? If y'all don't mind taking a look at the right-hand side of your screen here, and we can all count together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you know, I would say that's pretty good for a pin. And that's the guy they said supposedly won the fight, okay? Well, clearly the God of Fire had to show you all the light with all this evidence of me obviously being the victor. And I'm getting what's rightfully mine back. And to start, I'm challenging Dorsal friggin' Finn to a rematch. Pronto!
Playboy Prometheus, the God of Fire, creator of man, and now a loser of Elimination Chamber. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, cast out by those grave-beating softies in Olympus, and forced to live amongst us lowly humans. But now, begging for a date? Pathetic. Your focus is lost. Trying to be human instead of reclaiming status as God. But if it's a date you're after, I know a certain eligible bachelor that would be happy to meet you. And there's no need to compete for it. No, he's out there in the depths, waiting, planning, and getting hungry. I've heard your offer loud and clear, and I've got an offer of my own. A date with the Pirate of Pain.
And now the PP swims in the deep water with the sharks. It's Playboy Prometheus versus Dorsal Finn.
Dorsal Finn, the final winner of 2020, picking up the victory in that Elimination Chamber match at Old Slam Sign, the Tommy Jr. Final Boss face-off as he took down Playboy Prometheus, Jay the Prophet, Tommy Jr. himself, Bo Body, and the King of Soul. But Playboy Prometheus still salty over it, feeling that he didn't get a fair shake. So he's challenged Dorsal Finn here.
what I want to see from Playboy is to channel all the creative energy that he brings to all of his vignettes, all of his promotional material, and I want him to get more wins inside the ring, because that's how success is truly measured here in QAW.
Playboy, I mean, he's exactly that. He's a showman, he has charisma for days, but his win-loss record has been subpar ever since he debuted. It seems like he's still not taking the matches that seriously. He needs to get some focus here in order to, well, like you said, have that stock rise.
Focus is an excellent word, because it's apropos he was able to gather together, organize so many talents of QAW in last week's Odd Slam Psy, right before he stepped into the Elimination Chamber Tommy Jr. Final Boss Elimination Chamber match. So many people united under the banner of saying, "Fuck Tommy Jr."
Fuck Tommy Jr. indeed, but we love Frank. Then that random tangent there, right? But anyways.
Well, it's fine. He was cleaning out the trash bags and trash containers in the announce booth. We appreciate you, Frank.
Yeah, thanks so much, Frank. But that chill runs to the arena, much like when you see you're out in deep water. Here comes Dorsal Finn.
Oh man, I'm reading up on Dorsal Finn on the QAW wiki. He's a vicious competitor from Finland or Iceland. Is that right?
Yeah, Reykjavik, Iceland.
Reykjavik, Iceland, and he says the only thing scarier than the sub-frozen temperatures that he's trained under and hardened his skin under is sudden infant death syndrome.
That is really scary. Thanks for that reminder, Dorsal Finn.
Well, I mean, oh my goodness, Brett's setting something up in the ring. As you're going to see shortly, he's looking to get into the head of Playboy Prometheus, who, as you said, has charisma for days, but is easily thrown off if someone starts playing mind games.
I mean, absolutely, but Dorsal Finn, geez, I mean, his win-loss record, well, actually, you know what? I take that back. He had a great showing at Slamsgiving when he teamed up with the now French Fried Potatoes and Mr. Spock. Unfortunately, they came up short, but that win he picked up on New Year's Eve, he needed it. Dorsal Finn, both him and Playboy, both of our more somewhat hidden. Whoa!
Ah! Sudden infant death syndrome!
Oh my God! Why is he reminding us of that?
So always be aware. Take care of your babies.
Jesus Christ! But Dorsal Finn and Playboy, two sides of the same coin. Powerhouses indeed. We'll have to see who picks up the win here.
He's never been pinned or submitted in a QAW ring, and here we go. Boot to the midsection hobbles the Playboy, and immediately front trips him down. Now the Playboy, with a vicious headbutt to the back of the head, spins him around and just beels him across.
Also, though, it seems that Playboy, it seems that him and AC Volts have been getting along quite fantastically, as we've been seeing in the Bachelorette. AC Volts still looking for love in QAW, and perhaps Playboy Prometheus. He may have been kicked off Olympus, but let's hope he's not kicked out of our hearts.
You gotta stay competitive, you gotta stay fresh, gotta stay clean if you want to be her lover, if you want to get with her, but not her friends.
Or maybe her friends too. Who knows? AC, who knows what she's into?
That's right. Making love's too easy. Friendship never ends. And now Playboy Prometheus. Oh, double choke bomb. Wisely raking the eyes of the Finnish destroyer.
We know that Willard tends to not notice these things, but that was smart. I mean, Playboy, his back to Willard there. Willard caught none of that.
Absolutely. Playboy Prometheus proving to be a spicy boy.
Ooh.
Powerbomb there. Down goes the Icelander. I keep saying he's from Finland.
Oh, he's locking him over. He's got him in the walls of Jericho. Maybe looking to have Dorsal Finn submit early.
Dorsal Finn frantically trying to get out of the thumb war with Willard, and he's able to.
Nice job. Yeah, and again, like I was saying, these are two, I mean, they're both very, very strong competitors. Much as we talked about with the Governor, they might be shorter in stature, but that power cannot be denied, as we're just seeing there from Playboy.
Can't be, won't be denied. Playboy, flexing there for all of his adoring millions. But Dorsal Finn is all business. Down goes PP.
When you fish with a harpoon, much like Dorsal Finn does, you're a master in seeing an opening and taking it. Playboy Prometheus, he's got to, again, focus. That's the word. He started showboating to the crowd there. Dorsal came up right behind him.
One! Absolutely. Astutely put there, Buckley. You gotta be almost a sniper of the deep seas if you're gonna be harpoon fishing, and he is zeroing in on a victory here.
Absolutely, and shout out to our sponsor, Harry's Harpoons. You need a harpoon, call up Harry.
That's all he sells!
That's it. It's literally, it's that and coupons. But no, wait, Dorsal trying to knock Dorsal off the... Playboy trying to knock Dorsal off the corner there, but takes a double axe handle to the face.
It's a questionable model. He has you buy coupons for the harpoons.
Right, yeah. If you buy 5 coupons, you get 2 coupons off your 4 harpoon coupons.
Shout out to Sat Guy Pete who helped us break down how you can actually buy a Harry's harpoon. It's like the many trials of Hercules. You have to submit to a test of strength.
Yeah. Well, much like how Piccolo sheds his weighted armor, a real test of strength is training in weighted armor.
You know, I take back what I said earlier about astutely put.
I have tenure here. I'm never leaving.
Jesus. Cover! 1. Kick out at 1. And of course, head over to QAWmerch.com/Jesus if you want to learn more about the myth of Christianity.
Absolutely. And yeah, check out the QAW Wiki for all your Sunday school needs.
Absolutely. Puzzles. Word searches.
Wait, Dorsal looking at... Oh, he was trying to hit the tidal wave, but Playboy gets up to his feet. But now, again, look at that. He's just having fun in the ring there. Come on, he needs to press the advantage.
He's gonna have to get serious if he has any hope of upsetting, I dare say, Dorsal Finn. Whoa! And there we go. He's starting to hone in all of that energy, all of that muscle and power.
Yeah, maybe he heard us talking.
Great divide! Down goes Dorsal.
And now looking to follow it up with Titan's Vengeance.
Titan's Vengeance! 1, 2, now! The tough Icelander not done yet.
Jeez, I mean, it seems that a fire has finally been lit under Playboy Prometheus here, but Dorsal Finn not letting that stand. Reminder again, Dorsal Finn, the final winner of 2020, and he's looking to have that keep going into 2021 as he's following up.
Couple strong style lariats bringing down the Playboy. Jumping forearm. And now Dorsal Finn looks like he thinks this one's over.
Yeah, Playboy Prometheus is rattled. Now setting him up, he's looking to hoist the sails.
Oh, yar matey, down goes PP. 1, 2, no! PP, he was able to kick out of the sails being hoisted.
Playboy's still in this. PP's not taking an LL just yet, but as I'm saying it, Dorsal Finn going up. Is he looking to hit that giant splash? Tidal wave.
Oh my goodness, PP may have been carried away by a riptide of pain. 1, 2, 3, a valiant effort, but Dorsal Finn still undefeated.
He had it in his hands right there. He hit that moonsault off the ropes, and if he had pressed the advantage there, we could have seen a different result. But still, the ever-focused Dorsal Finn, he's not going to let an opportunity like that pass him by.
He was able to outlast 5 other competitors last week and again PP this week. I wonder what the future holds in store for Dorsal Finn.
Well, in our future, the QAW Women's Champion takes on the QAW Jingle Bell Champion, Claire Bear versus the Slamazon, right after this.
Bear versus Champion!
Do you finally have it ready?
I mean, yeah, it's ready, but there's something you really should know.
Bring it to the place, and I will have your payment.
Listen, I am not sure this is such a good idea.
It is a fantastic idea. Do not be silly. I just need a little boost to shake the nerves off.
You need to listen to me. This is more than just a little boost. There's like repercussions to something like this. There's side effects. I don't even understand exactly how it works.
Oh, silly little school teacher. You could not possibly understand what this means to me. You've never been the best before. I promise. Everything will be fine. I will win. And I will never lose again.
Okay, fine. I'll bring it over.
Good.
Yeah, I already told you I'm the cutest in the game. I got
Why, hello, Quarantine Action Wrestling. Claire Bear here. Welcome back to my Claire's. Listen, I heard a rumor. I heard that Slamazon ran out of all the pages in a book. So guess what, Slamazon? I got you a new book! Guess what this one's called? This one is called Slamazon and the 3 Counts of Claire Bear. Oh, here's a scary story. Listen, I don't want to ruin the ending for you, nothing, but you get pinned. It happens. It happens. Well, now listen, Slamazon. I know you can't read or nothing, so I'll give you a deal. You meet me in the ring, and I'll just give it to you straight. Because you may be a Slamazon, but girl, I am a straight barbarian. Oh, that's right. I will rip you to shreds. And you know what? I think that might be good for you. Because you're looking like some kind of pebbles out of fucking Flintstones. Jesus, girl. Change your outfit. Spice Girls called. They want it back. Slamazon, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna keep this right here for you. Okay, hon? Nice and tucked away.
I already told you I'm the cutest in the game. I got hello.
The holder of Beltina, the Slamazon, now looking to square off with the Jingle Belt champion, the Claire Bear.
Seems that these two, a budding rivalry indeed. Claire Bear, her stock, I mean, I keep talking about stocks. I'm not from Wall Street, folks. I'm a humble blue-collar wrestling ring announcer, but certainly her stock is rising. Claire Bear picking up that jingle belt on Christmas Eve at War on Christmas, and just, again, her ability in the ring has just been rising drastically, proving to be perhaps the hardest person to pin in all of QAW. She has more kickouts per match than Trump has lies in a speech.
And you can fact check that, folks. Head over to the QAW Wiki if you want to see the win-loss record of all our competitors. It's hidden like an Easter egg.
Absolutely, yeah. Make sure to scour that QAW Wiki like it's a pot you're trying to clean. But certainly Claire Bear, anything but clean. Her tactics might be somewhat questionable, sending those fighting bears to other members of the QAW women's division. But certainly, no small task, literally, in fighting the Slamazon here.
Technically, there's no rule against sabotaging your opponent via teddy bear.
Technically.
Now, the Slamazon, she, ever since joining forces with the Valkyries, is kind of a... What the?
Whoa, my God. We've heard about this. She reached out to Eddie Cation. She's used the monster belt, folks. The very same belt that Eddie Cation used to put down the dragon. Slamazon has become a monster herself.
Where did her pants go?
She busted out of her pants.
Oh, and then the veins bulging out of her arms.
My God, look at her hair.
She's just, oh my goodness. There's no body fat on the Slamazon whatsoever. That is pure beef.
That is one of those beefy women I love so much. Holy cow, folks. She's got to be 7 feet tall.
She's gained strength, she's gained height, she's lost her pants, she's lost her shoes.
I don't think Claire Bear was expecting this at all, but folks, Slamazon has used the monster belt, the belt of legend, the belt previously only ever used by Eddie Cation.
I wonder what the long-term side effects are of the belt, but yeah, the Slamazon thinks she's fabulous and she hasn't blinked once. Run, Claire! Immediately tackled to the canvas and eats a kick right in the chest.
Claire Bear is not, she's nobody's fool. She's still going right into this, which in itself might be foolish, but now already looking to lock Claire Bear in the boa constrictor.
Middle of the ring, that submission's locked in.
What's Claire gonna do? Well, I think she's trying to get a grip. She's got her by the nerve, working her way out.
Able to use that single wrist escape, Claire Bear's gonna have to throw bombs if she has any chance of fighting off this monstrous Slamazon.
God, just like that, just bounced like water off a rock, but now Slamazon bringing Claire Bear up.
This is what put away AC Volts for her to win the title. Down she goes.
Slamazon power slam.
1, 2, 3. 3, one of the hardest competitors to pin in QAW is down.
My God, the Slamazon with the monster belt is absolutely unbeatable, it would seem.
That's OP, bro.
That is OP. Someone's wall hacking.
Well, she hacked through the walls of Claire Bear's defenses and tore her down.
Good God. Well, folks, that's the Slamazon victorious over Claire Bear. Who knows what Slamazon... I thought she was better than this. I thought she had more honor than to use tools like this.
Well, forget about honor. She wants W's. She wants people to love her like that upside down heart suggests.
Well, folks, the generation. They're back in the ring right next.
Ah, shit!
I think I was a little too hard on Brian last night. I mean, he won, but some of the things I said, I didn't mean it. I'm not going to say 2020 was easy or anything, but it was going pretty well in the beginning, but this last week with the Secret Santa and Claire, now with Brian, I'm just fucking losing it. I just keep losing and losing and losing, and I just keep doing the same things over and over again. Over and 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 over. I said Uno. Over and over and over. I gotta change things up. I was going to shave my beard, you know. But as I looked in that mirror, I realized that changing yourself doesn't have to be so superficial. You can change the way you act and the way you treat people. So, that's what I'm going to do. I've never really been good at sharing my feelings before. But I'm going to change that all in 2021. I'm going to send something to Claire so she knows how much I care about her. And I know Tommy doesn't watch these, so why not? What's the worst that can happen?
And be louder.
What are you even doing here?
I'm here to talk to you. I got a message from Diamond David in Wellington asking me to rejoin the generation. How can you focus on a show when at a time like this?
What are you talking about? I'm gonna focus on the show. It's great that the generation's back.
Yeah, but they sent me a message saying I need to give my blood to the doctor and retag with him. It's bullshit. I'm not doing it.
Ever since you joined this show, all you care about is your own career and pissing off the
My
generation.
own career. The only thing I cared about was you and making sure that you, who were at rock bottom, found someone who was gonna pick you up. Rock bottom,
you.
drinking. Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Hey, guess what? I'm not returning to the generation. And I told them, too bad.
Well, if you can't return to the generation, you can't be on the show anymore, so get the fuck out.
Fine, I don't want to be on the show.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
can't believe you're staying with the generation. I hate to break it to you. If you stick with the generation, you'll never find true love. And if you don't like that, too bad. Man, this is bullshit. I'm fucking done with it.
Somebody get Sips?
James? Hold it. James? Did anybody see him? Where he went. James? He jumped the fucking fence.
BRM, thanks for having me over. Your place is very cool and repetitive.
Yeah, thanks. You know, I got the same design on both walls because, you know, sometimes I can't decide where to sit. So,
I love your resourcefulness.
thank you. And I love your company. You know, I was walking around earlier today and I ran into Diamond and Wellington Arms, and they challenged me to this match, and I said I'd get back to them later. I have to go talk to my friend TV D. And what do you think about this, my friend?
I don't know. I mean, we haven't fought in a minute, and we've never had a pinfall victory together. And they're a tough duo. You know, while we're mulling this over, maybe you want to watch this video that I found on the dark web from you. It seems like a load of hooey, but maybe you can help me figure it out.
The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. Sear the Tenderloin. Then when Cooney died at first and Arrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. Sear the Tenderloin on each side for about 2 to 3 minutes. They thought if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now, with Casey at the bat. Add the mushrooms, garlic, and onion, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. Pulse the food processor until it becomes a puree. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. Saute the mushrooms until the moisture has left. Kill him, kill the umpire. Rub the mustard on the tenderloin. And the umpire said, strike two. Roll the tenderloin up in the prosciutto and mushroom mixture. Frog, cried that in thousands, and bake until the pastry is golden. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out.
I don't know. There's a lot in there.
That was a lot to take in.
So the first part sounded to me like verse, like a poem.
Yeah. Oh, but what does it mean?
It was Casey at the bat, I think. Or at least parts of it. Baseball is played
on a diamond.
Okay. But no one knows about our match with Diamond David Thomas. How would you know? That's got to be a coincidence.
Yeah, definitely a coincidence.
I think.
But what about the rest of that?
I mean, it had a lot of ingredients and a lot of beef and kind of a breaded exterior. Oh, was that beef?
Wellington?
You is telling us to accept the challenge from the generation, Brian.
How did he know?
I do not know, but I am amazed.
Fresh off his first singles victory in QAW history, Brian Rock Moonves joins with the Shamash Lightbringer champion, TBD, All Access versus the returning Generation.
The Generation is back, from the words of Diamond. Who knows exactly what their plans are, but we saw last week, absolutely brutal what they did to the governor of New Jersey. He acting as commissioner for the past few months in the absence of Diamond and Wellington. All he wanted to do was to make QAW better. He had everything running. He had a full audit completed. Medical scans were being performed on all the wrestlers. Great stuff. And they've returned like a couple of bullies just beating the governor down. It was hard to watch.
Unprovoked, unforgiving beatdowns of the governor, both Wellington Arms and Diamond, as he's now being called, formerly Taekwon David and Diamond David Thomas, they are back in a big way.
Absolutely, but it seems that under orders of you, All Access is here to take on the returning Generation, and certainly no slouches. These are former men's tag team champions, folks.
One-time tag team champions won that by way of a triple threat ladder match. Head over to the YouTube for the QAW archives to check out past matches, some of our greatest ever. And coming up around the time of our next pay-per-view, Valentine's Day, we will have our Best of QAW award. You gotta think All Access is in the running for Best Tag Team.
Absolutely. They may not be experts at getting pinfalls, but God knows that they know how to deal out the pain. If they can really nail in that 1, 2, 3, the Generation might be hoisted by their own petard.
Could be. They are the shiniest competitors in QAW.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of shiny, Diamond on the way to the ring. Flanked by the hardcore champion, the Doctor, and the double monochromed arms of Wellington Arms.
And you can see AC Volts just having her legion of big beefy boys in front of her, folks. This is the Generation. They are back.
Diamond's been working through. Oh, I thought his water bottle was a stress ball. I thought he was working through his anger management.
He very well might be. Certainly not quite as chatty as he used to be back before his absence. But him and Wellington, something different about them. We still don't know what happened over those past 3 months. But God, they certainly came back meeting business, and I've already reestablished ties with the Doctor and AC Volts, but is the bad boy, is Boston's biggest bad boy, joining the Generation, or has he turned them down? It's only time will tell, it would seem.
Certainly an intimidating presence that they've brought back with them. Juicebox, in response to everything, named himself commissioner, and we understand is on the run right now. He does not want to answer to the Generation.
Yeah, Juicebox though jumping the gun there, yeah, and like you said, declaring himself commissioner, and has been proven to will never not be a thorn in the side of Diamond, that's for sure. Those two might be destined to fight forever.
Could be. Wellington Arms now preening. Now that both of his arms are clad in that Jackson Briggs-like metal, he is hard to overcome, as is the Doctor, the reigning hardcore champion.
Well, we know the Generation's here for revenge, not for friendship again.
Is Diamond stuck like that?
He might be. His jacket might be caught. Oh, no, he's good.
It's a premium jacket. Head over to QAWmerch.com/Diamond Jackets if you want to stay warm this winter and look like a pirate.
Do you have $15,000?
You know I do.
Yeah, you're rich, Mike.
Yeah, I do this because I love it. And now, speaking of a man who loves competition, TVD squares off with the former QAW Men's Champion Wellington. We are underway. Hello, that guy.
There we go.
Oh! Pop up right hand. Down goes the Weasel Woo Man himself.
Geez, already just not showing any respect to the Shamash, our Lightbringer, but now reversing with that Manhattan drop. I mean, again, we were just talking about it, but certainly no slouches. TVD and Brian Rock Moonbase are. The generation never short on ego, and this is their first match back in 4 months. They cannot afford to take a loss here.
Running biotic elbow, back elbows, everything that comes from the arms of Wellington is just more powerful and devastating now. Sends TVD flying. Stomp right to that tattoo of TVD and now looking to rip the head off of the father of Sydney Bean Salad, who we understand is just fine after playing through that table.
Yeah, she's just fine, and she doesn't seem to be concerned at all that she lost, but certainly was a big hit. But again, yes, everybody who tuned in on New Year's Eve for Old Slam Sign, thank you so much for joining us and making it one of the biggest shows to ever to close out 2020, and we really appreciate you. If you have not followed us on Instagram already, please do so, and make sure to come back here every single Thursday night at 8 p.m.
Certainly, and as I say on the Mike Man Minutes, tell your friends, tell your enemies, share, subscribe, let the people know about the magic of QAW, spread it like COVID!
Yep, that's something you do want to spread, folks. We won't get mad. But now, throwing TVD back in the corner there, Wellington setting up for something.
Diamond David barking encouragement. Oh! Diving European uppercut to the right between the shoulder blades of TVD. Sends him into the generation corner. Diamond now checking in. TVD trying to fight them off. Full Nelson. Powerbomb!
Oh, jeez, ruthless stuff. We know how capable Wellington and Diamond are together. They've never really pursued the men's tag team championships, but who knows, that could be on their list right now. The generation once getting close to holding all the gold in QAW, and they very well might be trying to do that again.
They'd be trying to capture the hottest of potatoes. It's been a while since any QAW tag team in the men's division's been able to hold on to the titles for any longer than one match.
Absolutely, yeah, they do fly around, but Gentlemen of Fear, Fear itself, unfortunately coming up short to Dollface on Old Slam Sign, but Gentleman Doug has still been hatching a plan if we know him, so expect to hear from them again soon.
Brian Rock Moonves now in, and Diamond immediately takes him down. TVD wisely walking around Diamond, whose peripheral vision's impaired by having one eye.
It really is. Why does he have one eye?
It's a great question. Oh! Double knee there to the turned around Diamond. Facebreaker there. Now he's captured Brian Rock. Oh!
Oh, God.
GTR.
God, we know how heartless Diamond is in the ring there. Always going for just focusing all of his offense on the cranium. Just brutal stuff there.
Now he made Brian Rock smell his armpit.
That too. How heartless is this man?
Sends him face first into the ropes. Brian Rock, he's now glistening with both oil and diamond sweat.
Yeah, Brian Rock, just low-key, perhaps like pound for pound, maybe one of the strongest competitors in QAW. Just absolutely just powerhouse in there.
Absolutely. Overcoming Kevin the Punisher Prakat, who we learned last week, he once fooled into thinking he smoked cocaine.
Apparently, what a prankster he is. But now what, Diamond bringing Brian Rock over the ropes there, maybe looking to hit the Diamond DT. And he does.
Oh. Head first into the canvas. Brian Rock staring up at the lights. Diamond's not through yet, though. What else does he have in store? Wisely sends him into the generation corner, cutting that ring in half.
He is now bringing him up. Oh, looks like their new finishing maneuver, the Reckoning.
A Reckoning on Brian Rock Moonves. Willard is confused.
Wait, Willard was distracted by TVD there.
2. Oh, that may have bought Brian enough time to recover. Whoa! Diamond brings TVD in.
Wow, it looks like Diamond may have hurt himself there, just laying and having to make his way out. But yeah, TVD may have saved his partner there by getting attention of Willard there, giving Brian Rock a couple more seconds to recover.
Uh-oh, forearm across the bow. And a running right hand brings down the Rock.
God, just brutal stuff there. I mean, we saw a D trying to work over the arm of Wellington Arms earlier. Perhaps he has some mechanical knowledge and is able to work around that metal plate, but...
1, 2... Using some fancy footwork, a bro kick brings down Wellington as TVD is left trying to catch his breath on the outside. Brian Rock Moonves is all access right now.
He is, and he's taking it to Wellington, but without that mechanical knowledge, I mean, God, the absolute strength of Wellington Arms is immeasurable.
Now cranking back on the chin there, as long as Brian stays away from those arms of Wellington, it looks like he has a chance.
So he's sending him back in the corner.
Now tagging in Diamond. He's got a hold of Brian Rock. Oh! Chasing the dragon! Down goes Brian Rock!
And just pointing and laughing at him. It seems that while he may not be wearing his Taekwondo David headband anymore, he certainly hasn't forgotten any of it.
Diamond escape. The thumb war has begun. Can Brian overcome Willard? He has.
Well,
and now slides right out of that submission, using that oil to his advantage.
At All Access, they're still fighting, but Brian Rock has taken a lot of punishment in there, but looking to follow this up with a schoolboy powerbomb. God.
Sits out, adds that extra leverage, but he is winded. He needs a tag.
Brian Rock showing that your arms don't need to be metal to throw people around, but it's just stomping it to him. Yeah, you're right. This is a chance. Brian Rock needs to be going back there to get out there. TVD is fresh.
Concern on the face there of both the Doctor and AC Volts, sporting some longer hair.
Yeah, AC Volts' new hair is quite glamorous, but hey, that's a bachelorette for you. She's the picture of dignity and glamour.
When you think dignity, you think AC Volts.
Absolutely.
Now Diamond has a hold of TVD. Brings him up. Oh, sit out suplex there.
Jeez, I mean, just such an unorthodox offense for sure, but just absolutely vicious. TVD having none of it, though.
Certainly not. Hard to keep the Shamash Lightbringer down. Did you know Jerusalem is a city?
It certainly is. I didn't know, but look at that Weasel Woo on Diamond David, or just Diamond, but bringing him back up to his feet, maybe looking to vote him off the island with the final tribal council.
Cracks open a can of Woo Pass. Cover. 1, 2, no! And you're going to think that's another pinfall. Had Willard been in position, that could have ended the match.
Very well could have been, but also Wellington not electing to come in and breaking it up, trusting Diamond to break out there, but certainly just All Access now looks like they're getting something rolling here.
Certainly are. It's been a while since we've seen All Access be successful as a unit. TVD winning the Lightbringer tournament, Brian Rock overcoming the Punisher. They got to put it together as a team.
Oh, disaster kick there from Brian Rock. Very impressive.
Diamond is stunned, but immediately able to fight him off. Wellington preening. He could have gone in for a tag there.
No, Diamond still got something here. Oh.
Knee trembler. Down goes Brian Rock. AC Volt's very happy with that.
God, just brutal stuff trying to hit Brian Rock right in the temple there.
Tip of the patella right off the top of the dome, as you said, trying to hit that button to make Brian Rock's lights go out.
And gets dumped outside.
Sure did!
Brian Rock.
Go ahead.
Brian Rock having none of it. Oh, no. We saw Eddie successfully land a move jumping to the outside earlier, but that's not a trend that will stay going here tonight, it would seem.
Double knees to the brace of the outside. Willard up to a count of 3. I swear, no countouts in the new year. That's what I would like.
That would be a great goal for the year, but look, Doctor coming over here looking to intimidate Brian Rock, it would seem.
My goodness, was that shirt painted on? Look how tight it is on the Doctor.
Who knows? I mean, geez, yeah, Doctor, he may not be on the Darcy serum anymore, but very blatantly on his PEDs, and now, almost taking a swing there, Brian Rock.
Well, I'm glad Brian Rock avoided that. Almost assuredly would have been a count out, I think. Oh, no!
CV&D busted open. He's bleeding everywhere, following up with a bionic elbow. Wellington Arms is pissed. Oh, my God, that punch.
Wellington is on a rampage, now staring down Brian Rock as if to say, I dare you to help your partner. But no, TVD fighting back.
That's the power of the Lightbringer, folks. The Shamash will not stay down.
You cannot make those lights go out as Wellington. Nothing's going to stop him from trying, though, trying to snuff him out.
Oh, God, knockout punch.
1, 2, and like a true teammate, Brian Rock breaks it up as Diamond David was too busy playing slap hands with AC Volts.
That's how they get warmed up, I think. But now, here we go, back to Wellington Arms. Never doesn't take the chance to flex.
Speaking of flex, shout out to the KTD brand, Bo Flex, Geek McGee, KTD himself. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year to the KTD brand. And as we saw, KTD victorious over Freedom Rock last week. Who knows exactly what this Shakes mask, what influence it has over Freedom Rock. But either way, KTD retaining the rights to his music.
Now Brian Rock setting up Wellington. Oh! Splash Mountain Wall. Oh! AC Volts has pulled out Willard.
AC Volts pulls Willard out, potentially saving the match for the generation there.
Well, Brian Rock, not to be dissuaded, he's got Wellington in his sights.
Looking to hit that Superman punch, following up immediately.
Orange Crush, cover. 1, 2, ow! TVD takes down Diamond, but Wellington, again, a former QAW men's champion, not beaten so easily.
Taking that crucifix powerbomb followed by Superman punch, barely managing to get out there. All Access, again, that tag team congruity, they set the standard for it.
Hashtag congruity. Oh, and get those hashtags going. Hashtag all access if you think that the former QAW men's tag champions will be successful, or hashtag generation if you think Diamond and Wellington are coming out on top.
Absolutely. Make sure to tweet at Dippin' Dots. We miss you, Dippin' Dots, when you are a sponsor. It's not the same without you. But now, Brian, oh, God, borrowing a page out of Wellington's playbook, just that punch in the face.
Balling up his fist, putting 4 knuckles across that face. Ooh. Counters the running bionic elbow. TVD's getting this crowd worked up into a lather.
As is Brian Rock. This is their chance.
All accesses, they are rolling on all cylinders, firing. Oh! And has an elbow fired across the back of his head.
Oh, look at this massive choke slam on Brian Rock.
Goozled him, and now he has him trapped, and burying those bionic forearms right on the top of the head.
Oh, jeez, Wellington shutting that down.
Now a backdrop there. Brian Rock, he's thinking big. He's going to need something to turn the tide here.
Absolutely. If he can hit Wellington right in the heart there, perhaps with an elbow, but no, bringing Wellington up to his feet.
Yes! Oh. Double axe handle connects.
Smart stuff. You can't go after the arms with Wellington. Just hit him right in the head.
Oh, but comes up empty on that elbow.
Oh no, Wellington Arms now. Brian Rock still pressing the advantage here.
That's what they need to do, like a penalty kill in hockey. Generation's down a man. Diamond's on the outside. All Access has to close in.
And Diamond David, yeah, he's been on the outside for a while now after taking that hit from TVD, and now in comes the bloody one.
You wonder if he's lost too much blood. I question the wisdom of tagging in TVD in this condition.
He might be bleeding, but perhaps, like we saw with Playboy, it might light a fire underneath him. Perhaps is what he needs to unleash the inner light.
Well, he's getting inner elbow dropped as his sternum needs bionic bone. Jawjacker to Wellington. He has him in a front chancery. Now, backs him into the all-access corner. Eats a boot for his trouble.
Yeah, Wellington not letting that happen. Misses a punch, but TVD's out on his feet. No! That metal knockout!
This could be it! TVD dragged now to the Generation corner. Cover! 1, 2, and Brian Rock takes down Willard, Diamond, and the pin!
Wow! Brian Rock just a freight train in there, getting through 2 bodies just to break up that pin again. That is tag team congruity at its absolute peak, folks.
Steer, right?
Wow. Well, much like how Piccolo has to shed his weighted armor, Brian Rock has to shed those 2 bodies in his way in order to break up the pin.
Like Krillin destroying multiple Cybermen!
Right? Remember the Destructo disc?
I I do!
That was cool stuff, but not as cool as, well, TBD escaping there. But again, this seems to be up in the air. Wellington has been in there alone for the majority of this match, but he's holding his own.
Certainly is. TBD now bleeding from his chest.
God, TBD, an absolute mess there. Amazing how Willard hasn't stopped the fight yet, but Wellington's certainly not stopping his offense.
And now, Wellington elbow. Well done.
He seemed to kick Willard in the face there, but Willard took it like a champ.
And now Brian Rock, a house of fire. He gets the hot tag from TBD, but he's distracted by the doctor.
The doctor perhaps shouting out the results of his recent medical scans in the public. Brian Rock not happy about that.
Cover. Now with leverage. 1, 2, no! Unlike Ginger Snap, not able to use it to his advantage.
Doesn't seem like that's going to work twice in one night.
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely bodies Brian Rock with that tilt-a-whirl slam.
Yeah, Brian Rock is down and out. And looks like he's tagging in Diamond.
Diamond checking in. Hey, Buckley!
Yeah.
This globe is telling me that the Destructo disc was made here in Seattle.
Wow, just like Starbucks and Microsoft. But wait, hold on, look, Diamond bringing up Brian to his feet. Oh my God, he just hit him with the one-winged angel.
1, 2, 3, one-shot KO. Down goes All Access.
Diamond coming in, Wellington just tenderizing the meat, and Diamond coming in to pit down Brian Rock, folks. The Generation victorious on their return.
Any hunter will tell you need somebody to tenderize the meat before you come in for the killing blow.
Absolutely, that's just good. It's an RPG boss fight strategy.
Absolutely, you need your support character to wear down the villain and then just come in for the knockout blow. And all of the loot is the Generations.
Wow, they're back, and it looks like they're working their way to be back on top, folks. A new era for the Generation.
I wonder if that era is going to include tying a belt.
Very well might.
It's a lot of slack on Diamond.
But folks, we have a lot more action coming up. Right now is the debut of our new competitor, Marcus Maximus.
Keep it loose like Diamond's belt.
Happy New Year's, QAW fans. That's right, your favorite doctor is still the QAW Hardcore Champion. Rich Dembowski, the future, well, it's now the past. And I hope you've learned your lesson. I bent you over the ropes and smacked your ass so hard that blood came out of your forehead. In the end, you're just a big loser. And we all know what Mother says about losers.
Remember, if you're a loser, you're a loser, and that's all you'll ever be. Nothing more, nothing less, just a stupid, sad loser.
So good luck with that. And Governor, I hope you're still reeling in pain after the beatdown that the Generation gave you. Continue to watch your back. And a special note to all of the QAW fans. Please respect the privacy of the QAW wrestlers. I gotta say, the doctor's been feeling, a little strange, like someone's watching them, and he can't quite see them wherever they are.
Breakfast, the most important meal of the day, but what does a day even mean anymore? What does important even mean? Face it, love is dead and so is breakfast. So for these pointless days, there's our pointless new cereal. On Wheats, the cereal for when nothing matters anymore. On Wheats is made from whole grain wheat and fields that are as vast and soul crushing as a world without answers. On Wheats contains essential vitamins like, B, R, Q, W, whatever, who cares? We're all just on a march to the grave. Just add milk and On Wheats gives you the strength you need to just go right back to bed, because really, what's the fucking point? So try new On Wheats. It's the negative existentialism you can eat.
Oh, what is happening? What did that little Poindexter do to me?
Hello, education, substitute teacher, occasional wrestler. How can I help you?
What is happening to me? You said this would make me stronger.
Listen, Slamazon, I said it would make you temporarily stronger. And I said there are going to be side effects to this thing.
I knew it! You're in with the generation, aren't you? Wellington Arms and Diamond David coming back was not a coincidence.
What? No, stop. You need to stop, Slamazon. You are out of control.
Oh, you want out of control. I will give you out of Oh!
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your cheers. In my own time, I was the most powerful gladiator ever to fight in the Roman Colosseum. Now I find myself in the year MMXXI, and all I can see is your bloodless little circus sport. But no matter. I will show you what a true warrior can do. Enter the ring, and all roads will lead to pain. Today, in the QAW, the reign begins of Marcus Maximus.
The returning trash bag, Sean Carter, is blown back into the ring.
Well, we've seen both of our gatekeepers tonight. Marcus, again, coming up short to, again, just an incredibly impressive debut from the Siren. But Sean Carter, the men's gatekeeper, now looking to take on Marcus Maximus.
Of course, the future proving last week and the week prior, he is not a trash bag. And of course, if you want to eat what the future eats, head over to QAWmerch.com/fastbreak. Each bar is only $14.
And if you buy 6 bars, then it's only $600.
Thank you to Stack Guy Pete for breaking down that math for us.
Well, Sean Carter's still looking trim, which is more than you can say about Rich Dembowski these days, seeming to take his recent losses pretty hard. We're not sure exactly what's going on with him, but what we do know, here he is, the Roman Gladiator himself, the newest addition to the QAW roster alongside the Siren. It's Marcus Maximus.
My goodness, a competitor of legendary proportions.
Absolutely. I remember learning about Marcus in history class, folks. This is the Marcus Maximus of Roman legend. He's transported forward through time, and he's taken up the modern version of gladiatorial combat in pro wrestling, folks. QAW is now the Coliseum.
The legendary combatant who's destroyed people of legend, including Medusa, including Apollo. He's even, well, I wonder if he's tangled with Playboy Prometheus.
Very well might have. It seems that we're having a bit of a Greek resurgence here in QAW with the Siren, Marcus Maximus, and Playboy. Who knows? And even the sun god, the king of soul. But Marcus Maximus certainly here to keep it going and prove that history has not dulled his blade at all.
Well put, Buckley. Now, single leg dive. Like the gladiators of yore, using that body weight, leverages down Sean Carter, rains blows down his face.
God, immediately. Sean Carter, I mean, he's been known to get in some offense, but not ready at all for Marcus here.
It's hard to scout a competitor who's making their debut. There's no tape, there's nothing to prepare for.
There really isn't. There's only, oh my God, render unto Caesar, that massive running boot, but now going up to the top, maybe putting down Sean Carter with the Ides of Mark.
Ides of Mark cover. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Hail unto Marcus.
Marcus Maximus, hero of legend, is now a legend in QAW, folks. God, that was the precision on that elbow drop, hitting Sean Carter right in the trash bag hard. This is a man who has literally fought for centuries, folks.
Are you not entertained? I am.
Absolutely. Well, all roads lead to victory for Marcus here, that's for sure. But folks, don't go anywhere. Coming up right after this is AC Volts joins us in the booth for our Bachelorette elimination match. Eddie Cation is taking on Zio.
Hey, Buckley.
Yeah.
I bet Marcus is going to be Russell Crowing about that win.
Okay. Wait, we're getting a report something's happening backstage.
Oh, it's Wellington and he's attacking James Maloney!
Oh my God! Boston's biggest bad boy getting destroyed by Wellington Arms here. We just saw he's refused to rejoin the generation and they're taking it out on him.
Oh my goodness. And now Wellington, he's got the Boston's biggest bad boy. What is he? Oh, he's bringing him towards that table.
Oh my God.
Jet Black Generation table.
He has 2 finishers stored. What's he gonna do?
That's so much energy!
Oh no!
No!
Oh my God! Power bombing him through that table, vicious.
Now just preening over his prey, much like Sidney Bean last week. Boston's biggest bad boy. He's been put through a table.
Oh my God!
Fuck!
Shit!
They don't tell stories about guys who take their shot and miss. I'll tell you what ends up happening to them. They end up fighting a 67-year-old Jake the Snake Roberts at the Framingham VFW for $75 and a half-price chicken sandwich. I'm not quite there yet. Now, I'd like to thank the doctor. Now, some might say, hey, isn't that the guy that left you bleeding and unconscious in the middle of Madison Square Garden where legends are born? That's the one. Thank you, doctor, because you have unshackled me. No, not from my sanity. You've freed me from the social mores of professional wrestling. You see, I no longer care about titles. I no longer care about championship belts, or who headlines the pay-per-view, or who is on the cover of QAW 2K. You see, all I care about, Doctor, is destroying you. You and whatever band of minions you happen to suck up to this week. It seems to be the generation, but you never can tell with you. You see, all I want, Doctor, is to let you feel the pain that I feel. You know, I've said 1,000,000 times that I'm the future face of the franchise. Well, I've seen the future. And it's a dark, desperate, seething pit of hell. And I can't wait to show it to you.
Welcome back to The Bachelorette. I'm your host, Sips Harrison. Where I, much like you, can't even believe what has just happened. AC Volts is incredibly upset after what has just happened. As I'm sure that you can understand, yes.
It's fine. I don't even care. I just assumed he'd want to stay on the show and come back to the generation, and I guess I didn't realize he he didn't want to be here, and he didn't want to be with us anymore, and that's fine. I don't even care.
We're all concerned for the future of this show. We're not certain that we'll be able to find a conclusion or that AC will be able to find love.
For me?
I think that you've been through a lot and you deserve a drink.
Thank you, sir.
That's enough.
Okay. Anyway, Sips. We have to eliminate someone, even though I already kicked James off. I hope he's okay. They say they've taken him to the Cambridge hospital. So, we'll see. I don't even care though. Anyway, we have to kick someone off. And the producers tell me that Eddie Cation and Zio have had a lot of drama that I may not even be aware of in the house and in the ring. And that it's time to let them fight it out.
Stay tuned for that match, ladies. I'm getting word right now that Boston's biggest bad boy, James Maloney, has somehow escaped the ambulance.
What?
And again, our team is looking for him. Stay tuned, and hopefully we'll be able to find love for AC Volts and a resolution to what has happened this evening. Stop drinking. I'm Sips Harrison. You're disgusting.
You're disgusting.
Fuck off.
Fuck you.
Eddie Cation, you've got some nerve bringing up our beef in front of AC Volts, okay? I'm here for her, all right? But if you're here to talk about Zio, then it's Zio you're gonna get, okay? Yeah, I am the reason you have a periodic table of elements tatted on your leg. Why don't you check what number 19 is, huh? Because I'm gonna kick your potassium all over this ring. Yeah, I'm not in school, but it's not because I'm stupid, okay? I just have untapped potential.
Zio, as a teacher, I'm supposed to care about all my students, but I don't care about you. I want you to think about what you've done to me. Because of you, I have a periodic table of elements on my leg. And although that's surprisingly useful and comes up more often than you would think, it's a sign of my failure every day. So tonight, you and me in the ring, because afterwards, only one of us is going to detention.
And now the educator himself, Eddie Cation, formerly a ghost, taking on Zio in this showdown for the Bachelorette.
And speaking of Bachelorette, we have her back on commentary. Welcome back to the booth, AC Volts.
It's great to be back. I missed you guys last week.
Oh, I missed you too. You have a good New Year's?
I think so. I don't remember a lot of it.
As is tradition.
Traveled the world with, juice box, just drinking in all of the local culture. So
absolutely. Perfect.
Because he's juice box.
He truly is.
Yeah.
Well, we're back in, it's another elimination. Eddie Cation up this week against Zio, who we, as folks might remember, about 2 weeks ago, he defeated Steve Delfino to stay in the competition. So, yet again, Zio back in here. He seems to be a, not one of the top contenders on the show as of yet, AC.
Definitely not at first because of the age situation, but he fought against Steve Delfino. I don't want to use the word valiantly lightly. You know what? I don't want to use the word valiantly at all. He did well, and, I got to respect that. He's been putting in effort since then to prove that he's really in this for the right reasons, and I respect that.
Zio only does things for the right reasons. That's why he calls everyone butt chunks.
Absolutely. I did ask him if I could come by Hot Topic sometimes, and he poked me in the eye. So Zio certainly he doesn't show his allegiances frequently, AC. So at the very least, he does seem to be enamored by you.
Yeah, and you gotta love that. I mean, who doesn't want everyone obsessed with them? And I feel bad putting Eddie up this week. I do, because I haven't really gotten that close to him yet, but the beef between these two just made it seem like I didn't really have a choice,
Mm-hmm. Head over to our latest sponsor, QAWmerch.com/gothbeef. If you want to have a slice of protein with the color of Zeo, purple and black.
Absolutely. All of our goth beef is freshly bloody because that's what goths are into, I think. And if you love your goth beef, make sure you wash it down with some gargoyle cola. That's right, gargoyle cola. You get some stone with your beef.
What a Goliath flavor!
Absolutely.
Well, I don't want to insult our sponsors, but that's a disgusting meal.
It sucks.
In medieval times, it's all they had. They were just lucky to have carbonated water. Thank you, Merlin.
Look, ever since Dippin' Dots left, we've really been we've been hurting for sponsors, so we're going with that. But already, whoa, jumping, spinning DDT there from Eddie. You might risk a little bit of a ratings dip if Eddie's voted off. You know how popular he is, AC.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy, and I think that's probably part of the problem. You know, I have not gone out with a lot of nice guys, and I don't really know how to act around them, you know?
Splash there from Eddie Cation as he's looking to spread Zeo across the mat.
And a reminder, folks, this isn't the first time that Eddie and Zeo have gone one-on-one. You see that tattoo on Eddie's right calf there of the periodic table. That's because he lost to Zeo in a bet all those months ago. So certainly, Zeo, bit of a problem child in Eddie's eyes.
Oh, Meteor there digging both knees into the scapula. And Zeo, he's looking for some companionship. I understand that Devlin's Advocate is stuck in an infinite time loop backstage.
An infinite time loop that he is having a lot of trouble getting out of. But speaking of companionship, AC, the generation has returned, as you saw earlier in their opening contest, victorious over All Access. Can you perhaps give us any background on that?
Well, you know, it was a great fight.
Willard is down!
Oh!
Down he goes. But go ahead, AC.
Right.
Wait. Go over a cover.
One. Kick out at one. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, geez, wow. Yeah, it was a great fight, and I obviously knew they were going to win. It just like the vibe was, you got to win. You know, the generation's back, baby. You gotta get out there and start knocking heads together and getting those titles back, getting those belts back. We're not stopping for nothing anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it certainly seems that, no mercy shown towards Boston's biggest bad boy, James Maloney, just before this, that vicious attack backstage. And, now he's, wait, hold on, Eddie going for the binder, but not going for the cover. Wait, now he is.
1, 2, kick out at 2.
But also, you've removed him from the Bachelorette. It seems that all ties with James Maloney have been severed.
Yeah, I don't like the way that went down. I wish it had gone down with less drama. Who am I kidding? I loved every minute of it. Look, I asked him why he wasn't coming back. It didn't go well. I told him he couldn't stay.
2. Zeo can stay. Continue.
Go ahead.
And he just, as you saw, flipped out. So what can you do?
Certainly did.
Oh, crotch shot.
Aye. And, well, what you can do is enjoy some delicious chow enjoy, whether it's with a partner or by yourself, as we imagine Boston's biggest bad boy is doing. It's a real place!
Absolutely, and detention's a real place as well. We just saw Eddie hitting detention on Zeo there, but failing to keep him down. Both of these men still in the contest here, and, well, I mean, it certainly seems that you and Playboy Prometheus are getting along quite well there, AC.
Yeah, we had a great one-on-one date this week, honestly. Just a great time. Really great to just see someone in person and get to hang out with them. Super fun.
Absolutely. I gotta say, the connection between you two is palpable. It started to get me hot and bothered.
Well, it doesn't take much for you, does it?
That's very true.
It doesn't!
I'm horny all the time, but now see bringing up Eddie.
Rising knee strike there from Eddie, and we actually saw Zeo use Chow Enjoy on Eddie Cation, the eponymous move of Boston's biggest bad boy, and now Eddie looking to get revenge for having a man's ass in his face.
Absolutely. He calls that the moon of Uranus. Shout out to his definitely human tag partner, Devlin's Advocate.
1, 2, oh, kick out at 2. I wonder if they use the human numbering system on Uranus.
Well, they very well might. As you might know, QAW is looking to open up a new performance center on Uranus. If anyone has any connection... Whoa, Eddie going to the ropes there. Wow.
Wow, that was nimble.
Yeah,
certainly
cool.
was. Do you like a nimble man there? Careful. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
If you're nimble, be careful, AC.
Be nimble, be quick, they say. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Jack be thick.
Jack jumped over the candlestick, which is, of course, a euphemism. And if you like euphemisms, head over to QAWmerch.com/thick candles. They're shaped like what you think.
That's our other sponsor here, folks. As you know, whoa! Inverted Phoenix splash there, but Eddie getting out of the way.
Did not go well.
Lands face first, as if he was trying to pay a genuine compliment, and then got ignored because he looks weird.
Right now, Eddie looking to hit that triangle drop kick right across the face of Zio.
Wow.
Eddie's really showing some excellent high-flying ability here. Oh! Frog splash thwarted with a double knee.
But no, Eddie back up to his feet immediately. He's starting to get a better grasp on his human body, it would seem.
That's good news for me.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, Patrick Swayze made it happen in terms of ephemeral romance. You never know.
Yeah, but the whole time they were making out, it was just Whoopi Goldberg, right?
Oh! Planting Zio with a diving DDT on a full ice cream sandwich.
I can't believe he connected a move to the outside, but I mean, yeah, I have to agree with you, AC. It doesn't take much to get me going, but the idea of going at it with a ghost seems difficult to say the least.
Yeah.
1. Kick out at 1.
Ooh.
Absolutely, and use that hashtag Whoopi if you'd like to get us involved with Whoopi Goldberg for more Whoopi content.
Absolutely. Make sure to retweet QAW and tweet it at Whoopi Goldberg. She very well. Reminder, folks, our next pay-per-view is going to be on Valentine's Day weekend. And if you want Whoopi Goldberg to make an appearance, make sure to tweet at her. Tag her on Instagram.
Our biggest supporter and celebrity endorser, Whoopi Goldberg, as has been true since March of 2020.
Yep, Eddie seemingly can't decide where to get back in the ring from, but they're still going at it. These are both of these competitors quite nimble, quite agile there, AC.
Nimble, quick, thick. Yeah, we've covered it.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing, though. I have some questions about that tattoo. I don't think I've ever seen a solid white tattoo like that.
There's the lettering of the periodic table. You need a microscope, though. If you ever got close enough to Eddie, I bet he'd let you... Or, excuse me. I'm sure he would let you use a microscope on any part of his body.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was a long walk to a weird...
1, 2! Welcome to the Mike Man booth.
Well, much like how Piccolo has to shed his weighted armor, tattoo on the leg. But now Zio's...
Sorry, what?
Mom spaghetti, it's ready.
It's ready. Whoa.
Oh, looks like...
Whoa.
Phoenix suplex cradling Eddie like he wants to cradle AC Volt.
Oh my God, hitting that bridge. That is impressive strength there from Zio.
And I wouldn't say no to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's a hot position there.
Certainly is. And now Eddie following up with a punch right to the mush. Zio rolling out, trips him up there. Has a hold of him. Flying head scissors brings down the educator, but Zio's winded.
And also, I have to ask here.
And bloody!
AC, after that vicious Jingle Belt ladder match on Christmas Eve or on Christmas, you threw your tag partner, Baby Powers, on top of a ladder. Has that caused any friction between the two of you as a tag team?
We've talked. You know, we've been trying to heal since she died for 45 seconds, and I think that even though it was my fault, we all know we get caught up in the heat of battle, so to speak, and I was trying to win, and I didn't care who was in my way. I'd love to say there was a conspiracy or we were fighting again, but we really are trying to make peace. Especially since she's been to the other side and back now. She's a different person. Something's changed.
Certainly seems that way.
Running in Sagiri there from Education. Looks like he's handspring moonsaulting right into the heart of AC Volts. 1, 2. My goodness.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, Baby Powers perhaps is going to have to get some consultation from Eddie there as far as experiencing the other side, but now hitting Zio with the binder. Is that it? But Willard is spinning around.
He's so excited! 1, 2. He remembered he's a referee and he needs to count.
Absolutely. But now it seems to be just working the leg there. But yeah, I mean, it's good to know that you and Baby Powers are on good terms. As the women's tag team champions, certainly you two might have some opponents coming up on Valentine's Day. That's for sure.
Yeah, we can't afford a divide between us right now. We know people are, the tag teams are going to start coming for us, and we have to be united, and we know that. So
absolutely.
A united front, a house divided against itself cannot stand, and that's especially true with recently deceased babies.
Absolutely.
Now Eddie scoots underneath.
Look, hit Zio with the tension. Is Zio staying after school?
1, 2, no! Zio cannot be contained by any authority figure. Do you like a bad boy, AC Volts?
I do, but right now I'm concerned that Willard can't count.
We're all concerned about that, but I assure you.
He holds up his fingers like he's like, that was 2, right? Like, is he asking? Because sometimes it looks like 3, but he only counted 2.
1, 2, no!
He does.
He's not sure.
He's either asking to be peer reviewed or he's looking for approval. You can never tell with Willard. But now Zio hitting the lion salt there.
Oh!
A move Eddie often goes for. 1, 2, 3! Zio is victorious! Education is, to quote baseball, out of there!
Wow, the teenager is still in the contest, AC, and now Eddie has to go. Any thoughts on the results there?
I mean, I've never been an educator, but it must be very humiliating to get beat up by your student, right? So I feel for him, but I again am constantly in awe of Zio's ability to remain in a competition which he should have never been allowed to enter to begin with for legal reasons.
Well, Zio certainly seems to be the underdog, but that's 2 times he's proven himself. Once against the man who doesn't know where he is, Steve Delfino, and now against his teacher. He very well could be a dark horse contender for that final chair.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I would challenge these results, but someone should make sure Willard can count to 3 before the next match, maybe.
We'll get right on that. But either way, coming up right after this, it's our main event as the Clown and Kung Fu Bruno take on the French Fried Potatoes of Magnifique Nordique and Nathan Burke. AC Volts, thanks so much for joining us yet again.
Thank you so much for having me. These chips are delicious.
There better not be a fucking count out!
Okay.
Give me a minute. I'm being asked a question. Would you mind not?
Yes,
Thank you. As far as when I'll be coming back to QAW, I find it quite ironic that members of the generation have started to resurface as of last week. You know, given that that's the case, I think now just might be the perfect time to holy.
I gotta tell you, it's been a lot of fun being your new commissioner and champion, and the champ-missioner has got a little bit of news for you. I'm trying to get Dip and Dots back. Hey, Future, as far as I'm concerned, you're the path. KTD, for you, appreciate the respect. I do. What up, doe? Although, I'm gonna say you gotta get your household in order before you come after this. And about the generation. You see, I'm not hiding from them. It's just they can't catch me. You see, I got something they want, and I got something they need, and they're not gonna get it. I gotta go.
Nathan Burke, the Magnifique Nordique. You should know, you can never count me out for long. Because when the clown's away, Kung Fu will play. And I have just the playmates for you two. You could say they're really the cat's meow. Rest in public service, gentlemen. And if you're not laughing, you're not swinging.
Oh, that is very scary. I see this. I see this with my eyes. This attempt to intimidate Nathan Burke and Les Magnifiques Nordiques, but we cannot be scared by clowns, by zombies, by phantoms, by operas. No, we are here to take the tag team division down. We count out every opponent. You cannot count out us. We wait from 1 to 10 until you are done. And that will happen again tonight as we ring in the new year by ringing the bell at the 10 count. Oh, it will be a nice thing for Nathan to get over his fears, to team up with the longest reigning intergalactic champion in QAW history, and we will become the sensation of 2021. Bonjour.
Thank you very much, Magnifique. And everything he says is true. We're going to win by hook or crook, probably by countout tonight. Whether it be clowns, zombies, which I'm not scared of either. There could be unicorns, leprechauns, fairies, banshees. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what they are. Because we're going to count down the new year. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year.
We're expecting to see the Clown and Kung Fu Bruno take on the French Fried Potatoes as Nathan Burke and Le Magnifique Nordique make their entrance.
These two, ever since Slamsgiving, they came together with Dorsal Finn to form the Foreign Indignitaries, but it seems that Nathan and the Magnifique Nordique bring out something in each other as they've had, well, questionable success, but questionable success, if you ask Mike here. Seems they have a new strategy, really.
Yeah, fucking countouts. I hate it.
There's nothing in the rules against it.
There's nothing in the rules against it, but Le Magnifique Nordique, he has one of the highest win-loss ratios here in QAW. He's a former intergalactic champion. Nathan Burke used to bring smiles to the face of people with his dancing stylings, and now they're just taking shortcuts. I hate this!
Nathan Burke has gotten serious. He's a wrestling purist, and if anyone's going to know the rule book, it's going to be him. Having much success on the indie circuit and in amateur wrestling, but either way, a win's a win. It may not win them a title, so they might have to adjust their strategy if they ever want to have that tag team gold around their waists.
Certainly. The Shark Tank that is the QAW men's tag team division is stacked with talent. We saw the Generation earlier. All Access, the Uranus Boys, whenever Devlin's Advocate frees himself from that time skip, and now the French Fried Potatoes taking on, well, we haven't seen the Clown and Kung Fu Bruno team up before. Let's see how they work as a unit.
Yeah, we know that they've had some kind of agreement for a while now, and Kung Fu Bruno taking on just a horrifying new visage, but certainly, I mean, they've had no shortage of run-ins with Nathan and the Nordique, so it seems that it might culminate here, folks. This is your main event.
Wait a second. The lights are out. This isn't the Clown or Kung Fu Bruno's music.
Yeah, this isn't...
Oh, that dry eyes can only mean one thing.
Oh my god, no.
There are no accidents, just happy mistakes. I said that, put it on a t-shirt.
Quote from Mike there, but... Wait, oh my god, has Kung Fu Bruno wrangled RIPBS? RIPBS is here.
They have returned from the depths of the locker room. They have devoured Keaton the Kitten Man. They are here to feast on the French fried potatoes.
All right, PBS causing havoc backstage for over a month now. It's traveling with us everywhere just to fuck everything up backstage. But all right, they're coming back to the ring, folks. We haven't seen them since they lost in the Menlo Park Invitational.
There is only one team that Lakalassi will not approach backstage, and that is RIPBS. You try telling the feral version of Mr. Rogers that he has to... Oh, God, he's just growling at the crowd.
Jeez, it's just absolute goosebumps. How did Kung Fu Bruno do this? Is he perhaps trying to impress the clown, or perhaps this was the agreement that they struck up?
Well, the last time he was doing battle with Nathan Burke, he was counted out, so he's looking to make Nathan Burke suffer.
God, and what other way to suffer than having to fight the reanimated bodies of Bob Ross and America's sweetheart, Mr. Rogers, folks. This is horrifying.
It sends a chill up your spine. Whoa! Mr. Rogers!
There he goes!
Just slam dancing. If you thought that this was the man who took off his shoes and put on a nice cardigan, it is not.
It's really not. And Kung Fu Bruno just screaming at the crowd. This is... I was not expecting this.
Certainly not. Well, this crowd is hyped up for this main event. Get those hashtags FFP for the French fried potatoes or RIPBS for these ghostly visages.
It's the Battle of the Anagrams, folks. And again, thank you so much for joining us for our first show of the new year. Reminder, we are here every single Thursday night at 8 p.m. Make sure to follow 2MB Studios on Instagram as well as at Quarantine Action Wrestling for all of our updates and to check out Mike Mann's Minutes.
That's right. 60 seconds of the best that QAW has to offer. All the lore, all the details, including a recent word from our former QAW men's champion, Lloyd Legacy Sharp.
Absolutely. And also, we've heard Turd Tahoe, the return of Turd Talk will be happening on January 21st, so in only 2 weeks. And then, of course, over Valentine's Day weekend, our Valentine's Day pay-per-view, folks, a season finale of sorts. So we'll have to see how that develops. Nathan Burke already not showing any fear in the face of Mr. Rogers.
Diving body splash to the down Rogers, who counters with a flying head scissors, and Nathan Burke's going to need to be at the top of his game if he's going to overcome these two. Whoa!
Got too close to Bob Ross there.
Getting manhandled by the former Army drill sergeant. Shot to the ribs there from Mr. Rogers. Kick gets reversed. They're up to 3, and this could be playing into Nathan Burke's strategy.
Yeah, we know it. Yeah, Nathan Burke always goes for the countouts here. I'm not sure if it was, RIPBS, they don't really have any strategy ever. They just go in there looking to kill.
Kung Fu Bruno has, Kung Fu Zombie, as he's now being referred to in certain circles. Oh, Nathan Burke wants to settle this in the ring. Surprising.
Well, it looks like, yeah, he doesn't think he's worn down Mr. Rogers just enough yet. Oh, small package suplex.
A la Kushida, one of the legends of Japanese wrestling, which of course is where the Future cut his teeth, formerly the Big Ticket. Shout out to the Future, who has been busted open 2 weeks in a row. We hope that he's getting enough blood to his head. Oh! Spinning heart attack there. Down goes Mr. Rogers.
Okay, yeah, that's some impressive congruity we're seeing here for French fried potatoes. Again, a little bit of an odd couple, but they found something in each other here that just brings out the best, it would seem.
Reaching out, touching me, touching you.
Oh, no, and here comes Bob Ross. I don't know what it is about Bob Ross in particular, but he scares the shit out of me.
He's an unstoppable juggernaut, Buckley. I haven't seen a single competitor get the upper hand on him.
Again, RIPBS only taking 1 loss here, but who even knows what their real intentions are? Are they under the thrall of Kung Fu Zombie now? Or is this all... I don't know what to make of this.
Well, when last we saw the clown, he was dispatching a view in a field, so it looks like KF Zombie is taking care of RIPBS while he's out.
Absolutely, yeah. The clown's motives are always confusing. But
he's an agent of chaos. Wherever he goes, confusion follows.
Absolutely.
Now Bob Ross has a hold of Le Magnifique. Stalling vertical suplex on a full ice cream sandwich.
I'd say Bob Ross is going for a count out here, but again, we don't know exactly. No, Nordique throws him back in.
Again, the French fried potatoes, I think they're just playing against type here, as they are not looking for countouts, they're looking to finish it clean. Diving crossbody of the master of it and the submission master, Le Magnifique, in control.
Yeah, reminder, folks, Le Magnifique Nordique, our inaugural intergalactic champion, holding on to that title for several months until he faced the unstoppable Monster Darcy. And while it was a valiant fight, Monster Darcy putting him down with great effect. And it seems that next week, Monster Darcy will be taking on El Mejor Luchador, as El Mejor has called Monster Darcy out and wants a piece of him. But now, speaking of biting a piece out, here comes RIPBS looking to put down the Nordique with the fall of man.
Down goes the Quebecer. Cover. 1. And immediately Nathan Burke breaks it up.
I mean, there's perhaps no better tag partner to have in there than Nathan Burke. Just a walking rule book, as we've seen from him exploiting the countout stipulation. Nathan Burke, he is always Johnny on the spot with those breakups.
Mr. Rogers sends in the Magnifique. Bob Ross now checking in. And now, trying to work over the knee of Le Magnifique.
Oh, brutal stuff there. Yeah, I mean, Magnifique, an agile competitor there, take out his legs.
Cover on the Nordique. 1. Mr. Rogers wandering around.
But then he strikes, waiting for Nathan Burke to come out from between those ropes, and immediately RIPBS, Bob Ross locking in that iron claw there. And perhaps they're showing a bit more strategy here than we've come to expect from them.
Raking at the trapezius of the Nordique, Nathan Burke's been felled down to a knee. The Magnifique, I think he needs a cover here, but he's trying to go big against... Whoa!
Oh, wait, hold on. He's locking Bob Ross in the Rings of Saturn as he picked that up in his intergalactic travels.
Rings of Saturn, and now, yes, the thumb war is on between Bob Ross and Willard.
How can a zombie win a thumb war? But it looks like he did, muscling out there.
If you intimidate Willard, he'll kind of do whatever you want. Just ask Delia on her fans-only page.
Absolutely, and ask me. Make sure to check out Delia Payne's fans only, and all the art all over my body. I look like Post Malone.
That would be Post Malone after he was Post Malone.
Yeah, absolutely. Codebreaker there on Bob Ross.
And now the Magnifique stunting on Bob Ross. Look at him dance.
Magnifique, never short for confidence, certainly, but yeah, just dancing and laughing at him. Willard mystified.
I mean, this is a lot of consecutive laughing. Nathan Burke is just staring at the handiwork.
I mean, Nathan Burke, clearly him and Nordique, they work well together.
The French fried potatoes, as you said, formerly the foreign indignitaries. We saw Dorsal Finn come up victorious, and of course he reminded us about the terrifying possibility of sudden infant death syndrome, but undefeated still at QAW.
Oh, right, yeah, he did that.
He brought fireworks and everything.
Jeez, well, speaking of fireworks, as we just saw, Zio eliminating Eddie Cation from the Bachelorette. The underage competitor seems to just be doing quite well. If he stays in, this might be a strategy. The longer he stays in the contest, perhaps his birthday will come soon.
I don't know what it is about problematic underage competitors, but they are magnetized to AC volts.
It certainly would seem, but now, look at that, hitting him with the Saluslanja.
Cover! 1, 2, and Mr. Rogers breaks it up.
Mr. Rogers is a wily one, got around there, but Nathan Burke going for another cover, a double tap.
1, 2. Very wise maneuver to try to double tap the revenant warrior that is Bob Ross.
Smart stuff there, echoing our inaugural QAW Men's Tag Team Champions in Big Daddy and Iron Pete. But now Bob following up that big bro kick there.
Shout out to Chunkle, specifically Iron Pete, who we understand is training Iron Ethan, his progeny.
Absolutely. Make sure to follow them on Twitter at Iron Kai Dojo.
Yeah, that baby's got a hell of a lot of tweets. Cover. 1. Kick out at 1.
And also make sure to keep an eye out for our QAW album. Speaking of babies, Baby Power is dropping hit single after hit single, much like KTD, and Make sure to get that going and check it out whenever we release it, which I promise will happen.
Find us on TikTok and get that trend. Keep that trend going. Pull up your socks and do the KTD, the Geek McGee shuffle.
But now shuffling Nathan Burke, just tying up Bob Ross there and looking to follow that kick to the butthole.
The taint hole kick just opening up a brand new evacuation point for Bob Ross.
So a light stomp to the ankle there.
1, 2, and a kick out from Bob Ross. That move, debilitating as it may be, won't end a match, but it'll certainly embarrass your opponent.
Yeah, it seemed like Kung Fu Bruno threw Mr. Rogers in there to break up the pin, but Bob Ross didn't need it. But now Nathan Burke going back to his mat wrestling roots.
Trying to manage RAPBS, it might be like wrangling cats.
It must be, and cats that eat other cats.
Cannibal cats.
Cannibal Cats. Make sure to check out Cannibal Cats on 2MB Studios. It shows. Oh wait, that's not Cannibal Cats. Glitter Improv. Check out Glitter on Sunday nights, right here on 2MB. And again,
very different programs.
Very different. If you have not followed 2MB Studios on Twitch, please do so. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free at no additional cost to you, and you can help support all the other artists on this channel. They have content 7 nights a week and great weekend content as well. Make sure to check it out.
But what we don't have is Sunday night program of cats eating each other. Sorry.
No, it's Glitter Improv, as we saw compete in that 2MB Showrunner Rumble, which ultimately Lauren Chapman of Sleepover won, alongside while having to throw out her dear friend Loaf.
Don't bring it up.
Who, Loaf?
No!
Let go of me, Mike.
Tell me it's not coming back.
It's not coming back ever, don't worry.
All right. Nathan Burke has busted open Bob Ross.
And that zombie blood getting everywhere. You have to wonder if that zombie blood gets on you. Do you turn into a zombie? Ask you.
You know, I would ask you, but I don't know if blood can ever get on him. He wears all leather.
You wears all leather.
And now Nathan Burke. Whoa, with an octopus submission hold. Looks like he's taking a page out of the Magnifique's book. Can he submit the Revenant?
Oh, yeah. No, Bob Ross is muscling his way out there.
Sidewalk slam takes him down.
Well, much like Piccolo sheds his weighted armor, Bob Ross had to shed Nathan Burke there of that hold.
You know, Bob Ross is bleeding. I wonder if he ate one of those senzu beans, if he'd recover instantly.
He very well might, but now... Oh, wheelbarrow code breaker there. Great stuff there from these two.
Trying to bust up the lungs of Bob Ross. And now just gently grabbed his wrist and foot.
And now it's weird ass stretch.
There's nothing like the ass-based offense in QAW, as the glutes of Le Magnifique looks to have softened up Bob Ross. 1, 2, no! Despite holding his dick, he did not beat Bob Ross.
That's how you defeat a zombie, folks. Hold him by the dick.
Yep, don't cut the head off, hold the dick.
Absolutely. Hold it for 28 days later if you have to.
That's a lot of days. It does mean that women zombies are unbeatable.
They are unbeatable. But now, Nathan Burke's Bob Ross has been in there for a long time. Bob needs to tag in Mr. Rogers here. Wait, powerbomb there.
1. Oh, Mr. Rogers breaks that up. Excellent point there, Mike. Mr. Rogers chomping at the bit, trying to bite through the top turnbuckle out of anticipation.
Very true, Buckley.
Thank you! Now Paradise Lock again, looking to bust open that taint of Mr. Rogers, or excuse me, Bob Ross.
Bob Ross has taken 2 taint shots. Can his butthole hold up?
So much ass-based offense.
I know, right? He really has been in there, like... And great stuff from the French Fried Potatoes. Bob Ross, just a champion of stamina, but they have not allowed him to get a tag in there. He's been in there for, Nathan Burke, just death perception off there.
Oh my God, like Rick Steves, another public broadcasting personality. His ass is taking a pounding.
Absolutely.
From the flights, because he flies a lot.
Yep. I love Rick Steve.
Shout out to Rick Steves.
Rick Steve, if you're listening, respond to Mike's letters.
Please, I just want to eat focaccia with you. And now, I mean, we've had a lot of Italian competitors, or at least mythical ones. Playboy Prometheus, Marcus Maximus, the Siren. So many, So many folks from the Mediterranean coast. I'd love to go around that area with Rick Steves. On the globe, it says airfare is so reasonable because of the pandemic right now.
Yeah, that's a great call there. This is definitely the time to travel, much like AC Volts just explained to us.
Say my name!
Mike.
Thank you!
No, AC Volts was talking about traveling before.
All right. And now butterfly setup. Ow! Into a backbreaker. Folks, it's been 10 months and the veil of Mike Mann is unruffled.
It has been. And I can't think of a better person to have done commentary with for these 10 months, Mike.
Absolutely. Let's do 10 months more.
Sounds good. Let's do it. But
and
now...
then...
No! Not Mr. Rogers' butthole feeling the offense.
A kick to the taint of Mr. Rogers. He's so much older than Bob Ross.
He really is. But Nathan Burke going for the cover.
1. Kick out at 1. As is QAW tradition, and make it a weekly tradition to tune in to QAW's Pandemic every Thursday at 8, only on 2MB Studios.
Absolutely, but yeah, Mr. Rogers, he hasn't been in this match for long at all. Bob Ross has been doing the heavy lifting here, so Mr. Rogers still relatively fresh, but now perfect plex on Mr. Rogers.
The octogenarian down. 1, 2, and he's able to power out on his own as, Bob Ross takes down LMN.
All right, yeah, Element's on the outside. If RIPBS had a chance, it's right now. Bob Ross perhaps, looking to just beat down the Nordique on the outside at the orders of Kung Fu Zombie.
Absolutely misses the mark there, does not connect, but you can connect with Le Magnifique Nordique on his LinkedIn, which is lit as hell.
It certainly is. LinkedIn, more like lit in when it comes to the Nordique. Whoa, impressive modified suplex there. Again, Nathan Burke, just a textbook wrestler, full knowledge of all of those moves, and now looking to bring his brand of ass-based offense to Mr. Rogers.
Using his glutes to really power the spine into contorted directions. 1. And now Kung Fu Bruno's grabbing the referee.
Willard, that's the second time he's been pulled out tonight, and he just a light scolding of the zombified Kung Fu Bruno out there.
Yeah, it's difficult to discipline somebody who's already lost everything.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's Kung Fu Bruno. I really hope that whatever they're going through gets worked out soon.
Certainly. He just wanted his shoulder fixed by the clown, and the clown just seems to have made him into his thrall.
God, the motives of the clown, just that infinite psychological impact he has over the QAW roster, but now the Nordique trying to put down Mr. Rogers. No, he's letting him go tag in Bob Ross.
He wants to beat Bob Ross at his best, which I gotta wonder, is this the wisest move you could make, like taking on Piccolo after he sheds his weighted armor?
Certainly not a strong move at all.
Tilt-a-whirl arm dragon. Bob Ross's legs akimbo in the ropes.
It's just being splayed out there.
1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
God, folks.
You know what?
Go ahead, Mike.
I wonder, much like... crucifix bomb there. I was gonna say, much like Smaug, you wonder if there's like a hidden weakness on Bob Ross and it's in his legs.
Very well, Bob Ross, not super unlike the Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus. You have to pick out that weak spot and just stab it with a knife.
Shout out to Andrew Mayer, who we understand is shooting the live-action adaptation of Shadow of the Colossus as the horse.
Shout out to Amrak, too, who wrote the script.
Who? You know, Brian Rock Moonves could be the boy from Shadow of the Colossus. He won a sword last week.
He certainly did, yeah. He defended the sword against the Punisher, and as we've seen more from the Punisher's video diary, certainly, that love triangle, or really just a line that the Punisher looks at, Claire and Tommy Jr., just who knows how that's going to turn out. But Valentine's Day is coming up, folks, so make sure you find your loved ones.
That line that the Punisher looks at, and of course, the Punisher, a man who deserves some sympathy. I didn't understand that he was convinced, like a dummy, to almost smoke cocaine.
For the full story, check out the QAW Wiki.
That's right.
Hold on. Wait, the Nordique just put down Bob Ross on the outside.
Don't tell me.
Oh. We're at 9! We're at 9!
No!
What, Bob?
Those sons of bitches!
Oh my God! The French fried potatoes barely able to eke out a victory there over RIPBS. contest by way of countout.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. Again, the French fried potatoes overcome the odds with a count-out win.
What? You have to imagine that Kung Fu Zombie is just furious right now. They can't get around that count-out rule.
Oh my goodness. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And certainly there's nothing wrong with a little bit of QAW every week, Thursdays at 8, as that son of a bitch Nathan Burke and the Magnifique Nordique, formerly an honorable competitor in my book, score another tainted victory.
Mike, it's been great to see you in the new year.
It certainly has, and folks, keep tuning in to QAW every week, Thursdays at 8 o'clock, only here on 2MB Studios.
Love you.
You, especially you, Mr. Bruno. I commend you on coming through on your end of the deal. It's great to have Bob and Fred back. What's not so great is you can't teach the dead to count. As for you, French fried potatoes, this loophole in the rules that you keep hiding behind, well, you can only hide for so long. Eventually, your fear of clowns is going to catch up on you. And me, Bob, Fred, and Bruno are going to find you in a place where the rules can't protect you. And if you're not laughing, that's because it's not funny. Love you.